Hello, welcome to Nyoka. I'm bringing you messages from Spirit for your highest and best self. Know that if you were brought to this message, it is for you, although it might not be all about you. This is a collective reading. Use your best judgment and discernment as with anything in life. This message is for someone who has been through a lot of challenges within their home or their intimate life, and those challenges are about to ease up. There's some light coming through in this situation. There's some obstacle that is being overcome. And the reason for this is something that you did that was very unconventional. You did this in private. You did this secretively. This is something that maybe you're the only one who knows about. And by doing this, whatever it was, you safeguarded yourself. So you've protected yourself from any further harm in a situation. And you're about to receive some sort of message. There could be some piece of mail that's coming toward your home. This could be some insurance that you got without anyone else knowing, or something that you've just done to protect your future self, and you're about to be rewarded for that. I don't know if there was some damage done to your home and you did something, not to say it was sneaky or shady, but you just didn't confide in anyone about it. And maybe lightning even struck your home, you have some damage, but because you've done that, you have some sort of insurance policy. This could be something that you did that you kept from your partner. Maybe you were in a situation that was toxic, maybe, God forbid, an abusive relationship, but you've been setting money aside secretly for however long, and now you're able to leave this situation because you have that safety net. Whatever this is, this situation, these challenges that revolve around your home or your home life are lightening up, and you have a lot of new opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. Some of you may have met a certain man in November, and that is what happened in private. That person has given you some sort of information, some guidance, some sort of assistance, and now you're able to use that information to leave a challenging situation. Whatever it is, though, this does feel like it's something risky, but it's something that you are going to be rewarded for. And now, if you need to take a risk now and you're questioning whether or not you should go through with it, Spirit is saying you are protected from harm. You are protected, and you may come across this man after you've made this decision. You've left, and this person is going to help you. So whatever it is, whether this is already someone that you've met in the past, or if this is someone that's waiting for you, Spirit is saying it's worth the risk. This could also be someone that you did meet in the past, but now you're meeting back up with them because there is reconciliation here. Something that you've been wanting for some time is going to be given to you. But the whole process has been very quiet, very hush-hush. Now, for some, if you've been in quiet communication with someone and you are in a committed relationship and this is something that you've been doing secretively, I do feel like your spot is going to be blown up. But I don't feel like there's any negative consequences. I feel like that liberates you from something that was very unpleasant to begin with. This could result in the end of whatever commitment you are in, whether that is a romantic commitment or just some sort of a lease that you have or agreement that you've made with people that you're living with. But it looks like a King of Pentacles is coming through, and this person is going to protect you, and this person is kind, and they want to free or clear out any blockages that you have had around your heart or around your finances. This person sees a lot of value in you, and they're not going to put any conditions on whatever this gift is, on whatever this assistance is. They just want to see you in a lighter energy, in a better place, and they are generous. And so this person could be offering you a job or a home. Whatever it is, it's a safe landing for you after leaving what looks like a very tumultuous and uncomfortable situation. There is something here about giving up some sense of comfort, the kind of also the pleasantries of life. Someone here, there's a woman here who has in the past been very virtuous and has earned money in a very honorable way. But there's something changing here. It's like someone's letting go of prudeness even, or it's like there's almost there's this exaggerated sense of propriety even. And I feel like this is more so about not being open and receptive to receiving gifts. And if you are encountering a man who wants to give you a certain lifestyle or some sort of protection, there's always been this resistance to that, especially if this comes with you not working anymore. There's something about not wanting to or not feeling like that is a legitimate role, honestly, because this situation looks like being kept for a woman who is about to become a kept woman. And this belief that, no, I need to work, I need to earn my own money, this is a legitimate way to live, I can't accept this assistance from a man, I can't rely on a man for anything, I don't care if he's my husband or whatever. But there's something changing here. And that blockage that left you resistant to receiving is clearing out. It's clearing out. And yeah, that is what this lighter, carefree energy is. It wants to come in. It really wants to come in. But you have to let go of any preconceived notions or these ideas around what is acceptable for you to receive. You have to be open to these gifts, to this help, this assistance that you need from someone, and that they are ready to give. And the beauty of it is that it is kindness just because. It's just because. And I feel like that's where you're stuck. Because you're like, there has to be something. There has to be some sort of ulterior motive. It can't just be because I am who I am. But no, this person recognizes you and your value, your beauty, your light. And they are just wanting to give. They're generous because they really appreciate your presence. So, very interesting. The advice is really to change your thinking around that. Whatever is blocking you from receiving, don't block your blessings. And I'm going to get final guidance from Spirit as we close out this reading for whoever it is for. We have the Star, the Devil, the Empress, and the Ace of Cups. On the bottom, the Eight of Pentacles. The star, the devil, and the empress are all reversed. So you really have to look within you and acknowledge the light that you carry. Acknowledge your shadows, right? The light and the darkness. And learn to love yourself for all of those things. And the Empress's reverse is about self-worth. You know, this person already sees the value in you, but you have to see that in yourself and honor it. And with the Ace of Cups, it's about self-love. It really is about self-love. The Eight of Pentacles, it invites you to sit with yourself and do that self-development work. You know, because there's also something here about not letting yourself go in a sense, because that's an act of self-care and self-love. I feel like whoever this message is for, you're already somebody who prided yourself on your appearance, and doesn't mean that you have to look like a supermodel or fit any type of mold, but you were confident in yourself and it showed. And you are someone that naturally likes to take care of yourself and present in a certain way, and that makes you feel good. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with spending the time, the money, putting in the effort on yourself and your health especially. And so Spirit wants you to learn not to neglect yourself, especially if it comes to you feeling like you need to save money. There are ways that you can continue to take care of yourself and your health without having to spend a lot, you know, and you can research those ways. And I feel like also you are somebody that already is aware of that. That's not an excuse to neglect yourself. And again, this does have to do, I feel like, with something in your appearance, but it's really also about your health, you know, taking that time to do stretches, to do yoga, to do Pilates, to go for walks, to go for runs, whatever your thing is that keeps you feeling alive and vital. And eating fruit, vegetables, eating whole foods. Not from Whole Foods, but just whole foods, okay? You don't have to spend $1 million on your groceries for the year. But it's whatever it is that you do to show yourself that you love yourself. Whatever's your routine, don't let that fall away because of money or feeling like it's a waste or that it's not virtuous or something like that, because that's important. It's an important part of who you are, clearly, because it's showing up in this reading. All you have to do is keep loving on yourself and showing yourself how much you value yourself, and then you will be more willing to accept this generosity or this praise, because it might just be that your self-esteem is a bit low because you feel like you're not yourself anymore, because you haven't been tending to yourself in the way that you used to. Show yourself all that love, and then you will get to a place where you are able to even believe that someone is seeing you, really seeing you and loving you and wanting to love upon you. So get ready to receive. Get ready to receive. I hope this message has been helpful to you, and I hope to see you again in the next one. Take care.